Hi everyone, it's wonderful to be with you again. Welcome to another one of our Bitesize Churches. Now, what we do in Bitesize Church is we take a particular topic and just over 3 or 4 short little videos, we explore it a little bit, get into it a bit for ourselves. The last time we were together, we looked at the Bible, but what we're doing now is we're looking at the subject of creation. The subject of creation. So, let's have a look at the world. So, this is the world in which we live. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It has so many different parts to it. We've got the earth itself and then all the animals, all of creation, all of nature that make the world in which we live so extraordinary and so beautiful. But the question is, as we look at the world, where did it all come from? Where did this world in which we live actually begin? And where did it come from? It's quite extraordinary when we look at the world. It's quite extraordinary to think that it's just absolutely perfect for us to live in. Everything about the earth and about the world around us is just so that life can occur. So we need to ask ourselves the question, so where did all this come from? Now, there are obviously different ideas. The Bible has the idea of creation. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And then the story goes on right at the beginning of the Bible, that book of Genesis, of God over 7 days creating the earth. Over time, what's happened obviously is science has developed and thought has developed. And the idea of a big bang taking place, the notion of evolution, the idea of the earth being much older than for generations was ever thought. And yet what you find as you look around the world is people have different ideas of how the earth was formed, how nature has developed, and indeed how old the earth actually is. To some, the story of creation found in the Bible of God creating the world in 7 days is how this all began. For others, it's something that began millions and millions of years ago as different gases and elements collided together to create the world in which we live, and nature has developed, evolved over time to bring us to the point we are now. Over the next few sessions, what we're going to do is we're going to start really exploring the different thoughts and ideas behind creation, behind the formation of the world. What the Bible says, but also what science says and what society says. We're going to look at different thoughts, different ideas, different beliefs on how the world was formed, how it began, and indeed how nature has developed and began. But also, we need to think, what do we think about it now? So that's the question I want you to begin with. What do you believe about how the earth was formed? Do you believe it was the Big Bang? Do you believe that it was done in 7 days, as is written in the Bible? What is your thought right now on the world around you? Where did it all come from? Was there an intelligent design behind it? A kind of divine deity figure who very carefully put all the right pieces together? Or is it just some kind of happy cosmic accident, a coincidence that everything in this place is just as it needs to be for life to thrive? As we go through the next 3 or 4 sessions, we're going to explore all of this. But that's the place to begin. Where do you think all of this came from? What it's going to be is a couple of questions just to ponder as we bring this session to a close. Look out for Bite-Size Creation Part 2, which will be coming out in the next couple of days. But have a look at the questions and think for yourselves. What do you think about where the world came from? Do you believe in an intelligent design, or is it just a happy accident? Have a look perhaps at the story of creation in the Bible, right at the beginning in the book of Genesis. What do you think about the story of creation that's given to us? Have a think about these questions. And then we'll gather together in a couple of days and really get into the idea of creation and where the world came from. I'll catch you guys soon.